All right, Bobby, you're our intro guy.
Today is a special day, and today is a podcast where we talk about that special day. I'm Bobby Parker.
And I'm Joey Nickel.
Welcome to Today Is.
All right. Well, we've got. I've actually got a lot to talk about as far as shows and things like that that have happened in the last week. We did a show together.
We did
on Saturday. Wait, was it Saturday?
It was Friday.
Friday.
It felt like a Saturday, but it was Friday night.
At Cooper's Hideout. I had a great time. It was a lot of fun. Cooper's Hideout. A lot of people were there.
Yes.
A lot of fun. How did you feel your set went?
I feel that my set went awful because no one paid attention, or it felt like no one paid attention because it was a very loud, outdoor-y environment. But then after, I had a lot of people tell me that
people did come
they
up and say
really
they loved
enjoyed
it.
So I mean, it was a tough place to feel like you did well, but they treated me very nice.
It's a cool venue. They have a lot of stuff going on there.
Yes.
It's fairly new, this venue, and they had some good food at the food trucks there.
Oh, it was excellent.
I got the burger from that one food truck. We got free meals from the food truck, and then we paid for our own peanut butter pie, and that was delicious also.
Well, so slightly different. I got the peanut butter pie for free,
and then paid for a food.
And then like I only had like an appetizer, like
deviled eggs.
Yeah, deviled eggs. So it ended up being, I think I saved money buying the deviled eggs compared to the pie.
The pie was kind of expensive,
but
the pie was a little expensive.
But yeah, it was very good. And frankly, I just had like a bite of the pie. So
I got a burger. It was delicious. It was a fun show. So here's the thing. I had the same experience last time as I did this time. The other comics on the show came off the stage and were like, "Ooh, that was rough." You know, they're not really. I mean, it's noisy. It's hard to pay attention.
Right.
I felt like I had the opposite experience. I felt like I was on the stage and I felt like it was going great. Like I felt like the show was great and everybody who was up there in the front two rows, especially, were all in it. Like we're all paying attention.
The front two rows were great.
Two rows were phenomenal.
They're
really good.
awesome.
Really good crowd. I felt like I had a really good show. I had the same experience last time. I felt like I had a really good show, and then the other comics were like, "Yeah, that was a little rough." So I don't know if I am delusional or if my set just happened to go better. You also went first.
I went first.
And CJ emceed. CJ got off a little early, I felt like, and I think he felt like it was going poorly, and then got off a little early. So I don't know that he was able to warm him up like in a normal situation.
Right.
I mean, he did like 10 minutes or so. Like it wasn't like he just did like 5 minutes, but I think he got off a little earlier than I expected him to.
Right.
And I don't think the crowd was really warmed up yet when you went on.
I agree with that, and this is I promise this is the only time I've ever said this, but I wish that I was hosting that show.
Yeah.
Because I think that I resonate with that crowd a little bit better up front, and CJ I think is hilarious, but I think I just come off to a fun country crowd a little bit better on that night than he does at the start. But
yes, as the MC, yes,
yeah,
probably that's probably true.
And that's I'm not trying to dig him, make a dig on him. I just think the audience would have responded a little bit better up front. And
then after I got off, the closer of the show, the headliner of the show, after I got off the stage, which, by the way, they asked for me to come back. They wanted me specifically to come back and do the show again. I had a great time the first. So I guess I did have a good show the first time if they wanted me to come back. I get off. I'm done. And then we have a guest set at the end of the show.
which is an unusual
which
spot
is an
to
unusual
throw a
place
guest
to
set.
put a guest set, but he had some raffle tickets to hand out.
Right.
Listen, this guy, I don't even remember his name, and I'm honestly not going to say his name because I don't have a lot of good things to say about him. He was nice. He was a nice guy. Seemed to be nice. Shook our hands, introduced himself.
Yeah.
He had been to the show a lot, so if there's a chance he's listening to the show. Super nice guy. I was glad to have him as an enthusiastic audience member. I guess he used to do comedy and is trying to get back into it. Maybe. I don't know. That was a very bold decision for your first time getting back into comedy to give out raffle tickets.
Yeah.
As a promotion for your first time getting back into comedy for doing a guest set. And that was bold. That's a bold decision.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say the audience didn't get it.
The audience did not enjoy that portion of the night. I don't think the audience enjoyed that portion of the night. Now, granted, like I said, he's just getting back into it. I'm sure he's a little rusty. He got a little mad that they pulled him off the stage, which he's like, they thought I was swearing, so they pulled me off the stage. No, that's not why they pulled you off the stage. They pulled you off the stage because you were doing like 20 minutes. Like he kept going, like he wouldn't get off the stage, and honestly, nobody was laughing. Guest sets are typically 5 minutes.
Yeah.
5-minute sets, maybe a 10-minute set in a special circumstance, but typically 5 minutes, and he had already done way more than that, and they're just the runners of the show are just like, we got to pull him off the stage. Like this is not going well, and they pulled him off the stage. Then CJ decided to do more time after him. I don't know if he was trying to recover the show a little bit after that, or if he just really hated going first and wanted to do some good comedy. I'm not sure exactly, but it got and pretty much once the raffle tickets started, it just got a little weird. It just got a little odd.
It got really, really
I don't think
weird.
there was really a way to recover it after that. And honestly, I mean, I don't know if we already talked about like comedy stuff. Like, honestly, that's one of my pet peeves. Isn't a right word. It doesn't get me as mad as it used to. But when a show ends, when the headliner goes up, the show's over. Once he goes off stage, once he says, thank you, good night, the MC comes up and says, hey, thank you guys for coming. Joey will be off to the side as you exit. If you'd like to buy some merch, get some autographs, talk to him a little bit, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Good night. Like, that's as much. How do I lock this?
There's a little thing on the wheel.
Up is lock? Or down is
Down.
lock?
Down is lock, yep.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
So I just like, that's one of my things. It's like once the headliner finishes his set, the show's over.
Yes.
That's it. Like, and now again, this is like kind of a rowdy place, and it's kind of a unique and interesting show. So having the guest set go up at the end, honestly, who cares? Honestly, who cares? Period. You know, unless it's a comedy club. But it's like, that's one of my things. It's like once that headliner goes up, I just can't tell you how many shows I've done where the person hosting it's not even necessarily an ego thing, but the person hosting will get up after the headliner and do like another 10 minutes.
Yes, and it is awful. The one time that I've heard about it in a comedy club, and it was off-putting, super off-putting, was Ron White.
Okay, so Ron White, this is very interesting.
Yes.
Ron White his rule is he does not want to check drop during his set. Now, he does not do comedy clubs very often.
Right.
The only time he does comedy clubs is if he's working on a new hour, like he's trying to build up a new hour for his next theater run. And so he used to come to the Comedy Zone when he was doing that in Jacksonville. And he knew Fred, and Fred could always convince him to come out while he was doing his building his hour. And they were sold out shows always. We'd always do like 5 sold out shows. And he had a rule. He does not want the check drop to happen during his set. So what they would do is he would finish his set, and then they'd make the MC go up to do more time just for the check drops. And that lasted one night of doing that, and it was terrible. And it was Patrick, our friend Patrick Carson, was up there doing emceeing for him. It was terrible. It was terrible for Patrick. It was terrible for the people, for the waiters and waitresses. It was just not good. So Fred decided that for those 10 or 15 minutes where they're trying to get the checks, instead of having them do comedy, he was going to just give away prizes.
Yep.
Which is, I think, is a better idea. It still sounds terrible to me.
Right. It's not fun.
It's not fun, but I think that's better than making the MC do comedy after nobody wants to hear this guy. Nobody wants to hear him. Nobody probably wanted to hear him before Ron White.
Right. And the thing is, it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just, hey, they're not there for it.
They're not there for it.
It's like going to a very nice dinner and they bring you out an appetizer you didn't ask for and you really don't want to eat.
Yes. It's odd. It's an odd thing. And I tell you, every time that it happens by design, where it's like, I've done shows where at a comedy club, at a newer comedy club, where like the owner of the comedy club gets up at the end of the show to be like, hey, thank you guys for coming out, and then does time or whatever because he just can't help himself or whatever. Or the owner gets up, even giving away prizes at the end. There's a comedy club where at the end of every show they'd give out raffles. It just destroys the momentum of the show, and then the thing that people remember is that momentum destroying at the end of the show.
Yes.
Again, when you're outside and if you're in an outdoor pavilion bar, I don't think that really matters that much. Like, whatever, who cares? No, like, that's not a big deal. I don't think Cooper's Hideout is gonna bend or break based on whether or not there was a guest set after the headliner. I don't think that's gonna really affect the show. But when it's a show, so that's why I didn't really care. But when it's a show that's like at a comedy club, or it's like a show that it's like this has been set up as a professional show, and we build it as that. Once the headliner says thank you, good night, the MC gets up to say thank you, good night. Everybody give him a round of applause.
Yep.
That's it. That's the end of the show. And some headliners don't even want an MC to go up at the end. Some headliners want to walk off the stage, and then that's it. There's no MC to say thank you, good night. I personally prefer, as far as a show is being handled, an MC should end the show if there's an MC during the show. So if there's an MC that starts the show and introduces each comic, the MC should end the show. I think just vibe-wise, that's the best. It also gives time for the headliner to get to the
merch table,
that kind of stuff.
Meet and greet area.
Exactly, meet and greet. I don't know. I think it also ends the show on a high note to make everybody applaud one more time for all the comics.
Yeah, just as a structure, I agree. It's also what I'm used to.
Yes.
And as a host, I don't like hosting that much, but as a host, that is one of my favorite things.
Is to end the show.
To end the show, especially like that Saturday first show.
Yes.
It's your
Saturday early show. Oh my gosh! And here's the thing, like, and there's certain ones. My favorite thing to do is to read the crowd and know when a headliner has done, when everybody in that room feels like they witnessed something special.
Yes.
Because I end the show differently when that happens. When I end the show, like my normal, let's see, my baseline is like I end the show, everybody had a good time, the headliner was great. I end the show, I was like, I usually end with like, hey, thank you guys for coming. Everybody give so-and-so a round of applause again. And so-and-so, your feature tonight. I'm Joey Nickel. He's out in the lobby selling merch. Make sure you check him out. Thank you for coming to the Comedy Zone. Everybody have a good night and drive safe. Yeah. That's my normal baseline ending the show. But when somebody like Ali Sadiq has the show, when I can tell that they have all felt like they had an experience at the end, everybody applauds, he walks off. I walk up there, I give it a beat with the applause, because the applause is really going.
Yes.
I give it a beat for a second, and then I say, Ali Sadiq, and then they clap again. Like, I don't even say one more time for Ali Sadiq. It's like there's a thing, I do it differently if the show goes that way. If the show where I really feel like everybody has had a unique experience.
And the audience just knows.
Audience knows.
They just know.
The audience knows. And I will tell you, I've only done that maybe for 2 people. Maybe 3. I can't remember exactly. Just where I knew the audience knew this was a special. They all felt like it was special. It may not have even been special to Ali Sadiq.
Right.
It's every day for him. This is his everyday job. But he has such a way of performing that and every show is unique. Like, he doesn't do the same show. He'll do 5 unique shows.
Yes.
And people know that. And people will repeat. People will come back because he does unique shows every time. And so at the end of the show, I made that decision early on with him. I was like, I'm not going to come out and be like, hey, thanks for coming, blah, 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 and be the MC. I'm just going to say, Ali Sadiq, and then they're all going to clap and a standing ovation or whatever. And then I say one more time for George Stephanopoulos, the feature, whoever the feature is, and then I say, thank you, good night, drive safe. I just say less things when I know it's an experience like that.
Well, I think that's actually one of the best lessons in comedy is the less you can say, the better.
Yeah. So anyway,
I'll just stop talking.
That show was good. Cooper's Hideout. Then I did last night. No, 2 nights ago, because this is Friday. It's Friday, October 3rd. 2 nights ago, I did a show for, I don't know if I can say who it was for. I did a show for a politician.
Okay.
And it was. I don't know if this is like some event. Like, he does this every year, I guess. Like, he has like a big event for, maybe, I think it's for a fun. I wasn't at the first part of it. I just showed up at the end of it, so I don't know exactly what it was. But it was at a resort, and like everybody was there at the resort, and I think it was a fundraiser for his campaign. Like, it was just like he had a special event for donors and stuff like that.
Okay.
It was Donald Trump. No, I'm just kidding. It was I don't know. I don't know why, but he wanted it to be a little secretive. Not that it was like, not secretive's not the right word, but like
Kim Jong-un.
It was Kim Jong-un. We're hoping for re-election. By the way, today is this isn't the topic yet. Today is Germany's National Day. I don't know if you saw that on the list. Today is Germany's National Day. It is also Korea's National Day, and it also is Iraq's National Day. So, doesn't that sound like a weird combination of days?
It seems like something bad's going to happen.
I know, right? It's like, this is like, okay, let's just pick the top 3 people we had wars with in the last in the last 100 years, and let's put them up there. Let's make that's the National Day for all of those people.
Oh.
Doesn't that seem weird?
It does. Like,
that's such a weird coincidence that those 3 countries have their National Day today.
It would make, I don't know if it would make me feel better if like Canada also had that same day.
But can you imagine if it was like, I don't know, like all we need is like Vietnam's National Day to be that day too, or something, or Russia's National Day. So
it was a fundraiser, kind of.
It was a kind of a fundraiser show.
Yeah.
The show was at 9:00, which was really fun. Actually, everybody was already kind of loose and having a good time by that point.
Nice.
The show went great. I sold a bunch of merch at the end of the show. It was really good. I don't know if he's gonna listen to the show. I don't know if he knew who I was, but he acted like he knew who I was.
Okay.
So I don't know if this is a typical politician-y thing.
Probably.
And it wasn't even like he just met me and then acted like he knew who I was. He knew my name. Like, he's like, oh, you're Joey Nickel, right? Joey Nickel. I was so glad you're, like, he acted like he had looked me up ahead of time, which maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Maybe this was a politician-y thing for him to do. I had a great time. Like, I had a good time, and he was super nice. His wife was very nice. Also, his wife is a check. I seem a
Check.
little low for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not. His wife is a former teacher or a teacher. So that was, we were talking, because I talk about my wife being a teacher on stage. We were talking about that after the show. I didn't have the heart to tell him that I didn't vote for him. So,
Okay, yeah.
because I am, he's a Republican and I'm a registered Democrat. So
That
I don't. So if he's listening now, I apologize if it seemed disingenuous for me to do the show. I didn't act like I voted for. I didn't tell him I voted for him, but I did give pause when I was asked to do the show because I knew it was a Republican that I'd be doing the show for. But I did look him up ahead of time. I didn't find anything that I felt like I needed to make a stand against not working for this guy, not getting paid by this guy. I felt okay doing it. I felt fine doing it. And the other comic who asked me to do it, I respect a lot. And, and is a good guy. This guy seemed like a good guy. But I just didn't have the heart to tell them that I'm a member of the Democrat Party. Now, that being said, I am not a blue blood, like blue no matter what kind of Democrat. I actually became a Democrat right during the 2020 election. I became a Democrat so that I could vote in the Democrat primary.
Oh, makes sense.
Which I've done that before. I'll switch sometimes if I feel like I need my voice heard in the primaries, and I feel like the Republican primary does not need my voice. Like I'm not gonna affect it at all.
Right.
I did feel like the Democrat primary needed voices during that time during the 2020 election, and I re-registered as a Democrat so that I could vote in that primary. If I cared, I probably would unregister and be independent because I'm not a fan of either party, honestly.
That is actually why I am a registered libertarian.
I don't even know if I could bring myself to register as a libertarian.
I don't blame you there because some of those thoughts are just absolutely insane.
Yeah, right.
However, I am a big fan of their no. They're just nope. No, just let's err on the side of always saying less government.
Yes, yes, and I do like that. However, I just can't. If I didn't feel like I didn't feel like I needed to be included in the conversation and get notifications and emails and stuff like that, I probably would unregister and just not be either. I probably would just be an independent.
I am very independent as far as the thought process.
My thought process is very independent. However, I do like being in the loop. I like getting emails from the party. I like.
Oh, hey, they'll still send them to you if you're not registered.
Yeah, I guess they probably
just
will.
let you know,
they
man.
Probably will. Yeah.
I get plenty from both. I get plenty from all parties.
I will say this: when I registered as a Democrat, I did start getting local Democrat emails. Like I started getting emails from the local Democrat Party, basically saying, "Do you want to run the party because you're the only one in Clay County? You're the only Democrat in Clay County. So would you like to please be the head of the party?" No, I did get all like they're asking me to come volunteer, that kind of stuff. I do like being in that, and they let me know when the meetings are.
Right.
In silence, in a back room. In secret, they did let me know, so I do know where those Democrat meetings are. If you're wondering,
I just very oddly, if we were not going to record our episode today, I might have gone to a school board meeting.
Oh, really?
For fun.
For fun?
For fun.
All right.
I say that just because I've never actually gone to one before.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
I would say that they're not fun.
No, I would probably agree with you, but I also find when I go do weird things like that, I usually find something to write with.
Can we fire up their computer?
Yeah.
I'd like to. We do have an email I'd like to read.
Another time. Okay, yeah, not you. Another time, but
What is this? How do you do in incognito?
Oh,
What is this?
I don't know what browser. I've got several, but I'm sure that there's
New private. Yeah, do new private window.
New private window. There we go. I don't know what you are going to, but yay.
But it has to be incognito.
We don't want anyone to know. That's absolutely good. I had a show that I will bring up. I got to perform with the Boomer Broads down at Christy B's last weekend in Palm Coast. Her club is moving to Daytona.
Oh, she's not having two clubs.
She's not having two clubs. She's moving the one from Palm Coast to Daytona. Not.
Hold on.
And
wait, she's moving it to Daytona. I've just started listening halfway.
Yes.
I thought she was going to open. I thought she was opening a second club in Daytona.
The one in Palm Coast is closing.
Is
closing.
Okay.
So she is just going to have the one in Daytona. So it was kind of cool.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And one of the things that
wait, so you were on the last show?
I was there the last weekend. So the Thursday before our Friday night show at Cooper's, so I was there Thursday. The last show I think was Sunday, was one of her open mics where she had like her students come up for like one last set. But it was cool being part of the last weekend, the lead into the last weekend.
Yeah.
And it was cool performing with two very unique comedians. Leslie Norris Townsend, she's been around for years, former beauty queen.
Can you go up there and hit yes on my phone? I don't know actually if this will work. I don't know if I can get it. It wants me to do two-step verification. Did something show up? Okay. All right, it worked.
I don't know if we're still recording though.
Oh, did it stop recording?
Let me see.
I mean, is there a time going at the top?
There is now.
It wasn't recording?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh. When you hit that thing, did it stop recording then?
I don't know.
All right, we'll find out later. It's not that big a deal. But it is recording now.
It's recording
okay.
Now.
All right.
I'm going to guess. My guess is I didn't hit record when we started. And I'm to blame for that. Basically, when things go wrong at the podcast, it's me.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm fine. I'm fine taking that. Yep.
Okay. So we do. Okay. So anyway.
Yep.
Christy B is moving to Daytona.
Christy B's moving to Daytona.
Great. Actually, that is kind of good news because I might have a lead for a regular show in Flagler.
Nice.
Which is right there by Palm Coast.
Right.
So, and I was a little worried about it competing with Christy B's room.
True, yeah.
And now I'm not worried about it.
That makes that much better then.
Yeah. Daytona, huh? Have you been to you haven't been to the new room yet?
I have not. I don't know much about it other than it's, I believe, pretty close to the main strip, or at least there should be more traffic there. You are safe.
Okay. All right.
That is a fun chair.
All right, we have some fan mail we're going to read. We're a little behind on the fan mail. Bobby, do you want to read our fan mail today?
I would love to read the
Usually
fan mail.
but we'll have you read it today.
All right, here we go. And so, howdy, Card Sharks. Thanks for another great episode. Thanks for having a real expert card player on your show. It was really insightful. Well, growing up in the 70s, some parents then wouldn't let their offspring touch the devil's cards that were used for gambling. A nice way of sending your kids down the road of evil addiction, sadness, divorce, and maybe even prison. Mm-hmm. One of the most evil games known to mankind, you did mention, Monopoly. Good thing they figured out a way to get people to buy the game over and over, just in different clothing to keep themselves in business. And no one opens them to smell the stinky pig inside, since they're all collector's items. LOL. We probably have at least 5 to 1,000 different themed versions of this evil game ourselves, still unopened and probably worth less than we paid for them. But they look so cool. Sincerely, John Stallings.
I think we may have read this one. Did we do the song about Monopoly?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Things are kind of
anyway. This was
together.
for According to Hoyle Day.
Yes.
Which was a fun one, and we had Lewis on as the expert. Okay, here is the most recent. Oh, this is just another song.
Another song.
No, I don't have it plugged in. All right, so that was pointless. So thank you for writing in, John, our write-in fan. I do have one thing I want to talk about before we get to our topic today.
Okay, yeah.
I've been doing a lot of traveling lately. I'm doing a lot of road gigs lately, and I will say there is something that bothers me so much about driving, especially when I'm traveling.
Okay.
If I'm in the left lane,
right?
Let's say there's 3 lanes.
3 lanes.
This is in a 3-lane situation. I'm in the left lane, which is the fast lane. If I'm going nearly 15 miles over the speed limit, I try to stay under 15 miles over the speed limit because the tickets go up. If you get caught, then it's a higher cost, right?
I've recently gotten a ticket, yes.
I am not one to be a road hog. I'm not one to be rude on the road. I'm one to try to see what's going on around me when I'm on the road.
Yep.
But if I'm going over 10 miles over, so close, I usually close to 15, and I'm in the left lane, and I'm the fastest one. So like I'm passing the people in the middle lane, people in the right lane, so on and so forth. And you come up behind me and tailgate me, and then flash your lights at me like I need to speed up or get out of the way, you can die. I hope that your car rolls, you crash, and then I will stop my car because you rolled and crashed, and I will come and put my hand over your face so you suffocate and die and drowned in your own blood. Because you are the worst. I hate you so much. You are the worst person in the world. I can't think of anybody else that I would want to die in a car crash than somebody who does that to me.
Unless it, yeah.
If we're the only 2 people on the road, you are more than welcome to do that. Flashed me the brights. I'm like, oh, sorry, I didn't realize. I thought I was the only one on the road. I'll get over it. Let you go. Even then, it's like you could have just passed me. You could have just gone around me.
Could have gone the other way.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's fine. I mean, listen. You want to go around me? You want to be mad at me? Fine. I don't care. But don't tailgate me and then flash your brights at me. If you do that, and I'm the fast, as long as this specific situation, all the requirements have to be met for me to feel this way about you. If we're going the fastest ones on the road, if I'm going faster than the person on the right or the person, I mean, it's like, who do you think you are? What in what world should I feel obligated in any way to get over when I'm already going faster than the speed limit? Like, you don't own. That's it. You don't own it. You have no right to do that.
I have got to clarify this. Just so I know I understand. You're in the left lane. You're going fast. You're passing the cars.
Passing the cars on the right.
Passing the cars on the right.
I'm passing the car in the middle lane and the right lane.
Right. A car comes up behind you. He's going faster than you. If he doesn't tailgate you and doesn't flash his lights, but he's obviously trying to go faster than you. When you have an opening to get to the right, you'll move over so he can go past you.
Typically. Yeah. If I notice a guy is trying to go faster than me, I will typically, when I have an opening, get over. Yeah. But if I'm the fastest one, if I am moving faster than everybody in the middle lane, you're just going to have to wait.
You're going to have to wait until
I'm not
there's an
getting
opening.
over. Yes, I'm not getting over, and I'm not going past 15 miles an hour just so that you can get there 5 seconds faster.
Yeah, hey, I 100% agree. If I can get over, I certainly will, but I am not going to ruin my day for you.
I am not going out of my way to allow you. First of all, this is enabling. I'm not enabling you to be an a-hole on the road. And I cannot describe. And I did this one time. I was saying this on stage as a bit, and I'd never done it before. I was just kind of trying it. And this guy and a guy in the back obviously disagreed with me. He was one of those guys that flashes people.
Right.
And we just got into an argument the rest of my set. We just fought. And it was hilarious. Everybody loved it because it was like I just fought with the guy and got progressively more mean to him as we went along, and basically told him that I hope his entire family dies. Like, that's how it ended. And everybody, and I actually ended with applause. Everybody applauded. I don't know if what they were applauding exactly. I don't think they cared about the situation. I think they just applauded the end of like the performance or whatever. However that ended up.
Thank God this is over.
Yes, exactly. And the guy was drunk. Like, the guy was drunk. He's like, "No, what are you talking about? No way." And it's like,
that's why he's driving fast and flashing.
And I'm like, "This is you. You are a bad person. You are a bad person if you do that. You do not belong in this society if you do that. As far as I'm concerned, you need to be in prison or dead, as far as I'm concerned, if you're doing that.
Like everyone we knew growing up.
Everyone we knew growing up, you need to be dead or in prison if you're going to do something like that. The death penalty is not harsh enough for people who do that.
Wow. We could do the Princess Bride to the pain.
Yeah.
That is my favorite punishment because that is one of my. I would never inflict that on somebody. But it's such a great movie.
I'm so mad at every time that happens. It just infuriates me, and it's like, you want me to not be considerate to you at all? Do that, because now this is it. Now we're in a competition. One time we're in a 2-lane, right? Now 2-lane is a little bit of a different beast because you have less options, right, in a 2-lane. So it's harder to get around people, whatever. We're in a 2-lane. I'm going faster than everybody else. There are literally semi-trucks, line and lines of semi-trucks, because we're driving through, we're like on I-80, I think, or something.
Right.
It's just a trucking route. And there's just 2 lanes. There's just a bunch of semi-trucks. I'm going pretty fast. Like, I'm going over 10, close to 15 miles an hour. And this pickup truck with a trailer is like tailgating me and flashing me for miles and miles. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. Like, I've seen on the way there, I saw like 6 people get pulled over. It's like, this is an area where people are getting pulled over.
Right.
I can't get over. There's absolutely no way for me to get over because there's semi-trucks just lines of semi-trucks. I'm not getting over. You just like, and he just for miles and miles was tailgating me and flashing me. I'm like, there's nothing you're going to do right now to make me do that. So then it finally got clear. We were clear of the semi-trucks, and at this point, I'm not getting over. I'm not letting him get over. Like, this is a principle now. And as he's coming up around me, he flips me the bird as he's coming around. I'm not going to do it because this is a family podcast.
Right, yep.
He flips me the bird as he's coming around. You know what I did?
What's that?
Turn on the windshield washers because he had his window down to flip me the bird, right? He's got his hand out the window, turn on the windshield washers, sprayed right in his face. It was awesome. Yeah. Then he got in a car accident and died. No, sprayed right in his face. It was awesome. He was super mad. It was a good thing that there wasn't some sort of slowdown because he probably would have murdered me and my entire family. But it was the best day of my life spraying him with the windshield washer fluid.
This reminds me, I was in a car chase at one point in my life, and what happened, and I love that I'm remember this. My senior year of high school, we're out just having fun, and we used to take a super soaker. And
it's already I can see it. This is not going to turn out well.
So we'd go to the skating rink and shoot kids coming out of the skating rink, but then we were driving back to my friend's house, and I was in the passenger seat, and I just sprayed it out the window at an intersection, and I hit a car. And he did a U-turn and started chasing us and threatening us. And my friend Chris was driving, and he's like, he masterfully just drove through the mall onto an interstate, off of the interstate. We ended up losing this guy, but we're just sitting there freaking out. Like,
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So it's you. Is this what, high school?
High school. Yeah.
How many of you were in the car?
There was 4 of us in the car.
Were you all football players?
No.
Who was football players in this lineup?
2 of us were football players.
Okay, one guy?
Me and Chris.
No, the guy in the car. Guy chasing you.
The guy chasing us. There were 3 guys in the car.
All right,
and
that makes sense then.
and
Yes, run away from that guy.
But
I'm like, one guy.
Yeah.
If there's one guy in the car, stop the car and beat that guy up. Like, take that
yeah.
guy on. If there's 3 of you,
there was 4 of us. There's 3 guys in that car, and they were obviously
3 guys in the car. Yeah, you can't risk that. Yeah,
they're obviously adults. At least one guy had a beard.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
me in high school and my friends in high school, none of us had
3 guys in a car. 3 guys in a car chasing you. All right, that's
Yeah.
fair enough. I think one time we did have a guy. I think this was even less. This is way milder than your story as far as what you did to that guy.
Right.
Which who cares
Yeah.
about that too? Like those guys, that's an idiot. Anyway, I think we accidentally cut a guy off. It was me and my brother in the car, which were both very large men. And I think we accidentally cut a guy off or something. We ended up with a guy following us. We didn't even know he was really following us until we kind of noticed, like, is he following us? He looks kind of like he's motioning, like he's mad or something. Then he pulls up beside, like kind of not beside us, but like kind of kitty corner, and he's like flipping us off and stuff.
Right.
And we were like, all right, we just ignored him, and then we get to our destination and we park, and then the guy like pulls up right behind us in the car. We both get out of the car at the same time, and then he drives off. Like, didn't even say anything. They didn't even be like, hey, man, you cut me off. Like, didn't even say a word. He just drove off as soon as me and my brother got out of the car.
Nice.
So,
nice.
and we're like, it was like an accidental intimidation because we didn't even know he was doing that. Like, we didn't notice that was happening till he drove off, and we're like, I think he was waiting for us, and then realized that we're giant people, and then drove away. So, but yeah, that's... Fun. Cars are fun.
Absolutely.
Cars are fun. People die. All right. Today's topic is speaking of people dying in car crashes. Today's topic is National Family TV Day. National Family TV Show Day.
Yeah.
National Family TV Show Day. Which what are we at? 42 minutes. 42 minutes. I'll put the graphic up here. It'll say it either right here or it'll say it right here. National National Family TV Day. And I thought this would be a good opportunity to talk about the shows we used to watch as kids with our family.
Yes.
What now? Is this a universal thing? Did all families watch TGIF? Did you guys watch the TGIF lineup?
We did not sit down and specifically watch,
because our family watched the TGIF lineup religiously.
But I think when TGIF was coming out, like when it kind of it was like late 80s, right?
Late 80s,
early 90s.
I don't know when they started calling it TGIF, but they definitely, the shows that were built on the Friday night lineup were definitely started in the late 80s.
Yep.
If maybe early 90s, but I'm pretty sure it was late 80s.
So when that was happening was like right the tail end of middle school and beginning of high school for me. So most of it was like, hey, Friday nights I'm going to football games, I'm going to basketball games,
that's true.
Things like that. So I watched the shows, but we didn't sit down and do it on a schedule. It's like I liked it, we just didn't do it.
So our big the TGIF lineup, here are some of the shows that were on the TGIF lineup. Full House. But they moved, they got so popular that they moved to their own night. They moved to Tuesday nights at some point because they were popular enough they could carry the night on Tuesdays. So we have Full House, Perfect Strangers. That was an early one.
Yes.
Family Matters.
Which is a Perfect Stranger spinoff.
Yes, I was just about to say that. Have we already talked about that? That it was a Perfect Stranger spinoff?
I think so.
Because Harriet was the elevator operator in Perfect Strangers, and her husband Carl would show up every night. He was a police officer, would show up every now and then, so it was the same characters, and then in Family Matters, she eventually got fired from the elevator job because they got a fully functioning automatic elevator. at some point.
Yes.
In the show, in Family Matters, and then she ended up getting a job with somebody else. But that was a plot point. I remember that being a plot point in Family Matters when the building she was working in upgraded.
And actually, one other thing about Family Matters that I did not like, they changed the theme song. The first
Family Matters?
Yeah, the first season, it was...
It's a rare condition.
Nope.
That's the one I know.
Yeah, no.
The first season, it was different?
The first season was...
Wait, we got to look this up now.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
I can almost... It's a famous song. What is the song? But I can't think of what it was. But I know that they changed it.
But the one I'm familiar with is, it's a rare condition that this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Let's see. Oh, now it's going to be ads.
Yeah.
The love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. I think I know all the words. Well, then there must be some magic clue or cure. I can't remember. Inside these gentle walls. Is it walls? I can't remember. Because all I see is... Now I can't. A real love bursting out of every seam as days go by. It's the bigger love of the family. Yeah. Oh, It's a Wonderful World.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, that's season 1?
That's season 1.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
They might have retconned that because I remember watching season 1 reruns, and I think they put the new theme song in it.
They probably did, but that was one of the things.
The opening sequence looks the same. They didn't. There's nothing different about the opening sequence. That's funny.
Yeah, but that was one of the things that that was a pet peeve of mine when they changed things like that. Yeah.
Reginald Val Johnson, by the way. I mean, one of America's dads. Reginald Val Johnson,
he's
classic
fantastic.
sitcom. I would say the Mount Rushmore of sitcom dads. Bob Saget.
Bob Saget's there.
Reginald Val Johnson. Who else?
I gotta ask this one.
No, we got to keep him off.
Okay.
We're keeping him off.
Yeah,
we're keeping him off on principle. We can't have him on the Rushmore of sitcom dads.
What about Andy Griffith?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Andy Griffith is up there. I don't know if he has the thing about Andy Griffith is I don't think he has the reach that that Bob Saget and Reginald Val Johnson have.
Okay.
I mean, he definitely is in the zeitgeist of everybody knows who Andy Griffith is.
Right, but I don't know if they associate him as a dad.
Yeah, I don't know that people necessarily, because his show was not about his family. His show was about the town. Right. So when I think of a sitcom dad, I think of a show that centers around the family. Like the main set is the house. If it's whereas Andy Griffith, the main set was the police station. Right. So I would say that show is more about Mayberry than it is about being a dad. Okay,
and we can go back like Mike Brady.
Yeah, definitely. He's up there. Yeah, he's up there. He might be on the Mount Rushmore just because he's the archetype.
Yeah, and the architect.
And the architect.
Yeah.
He might be the first one of that kind, maybe. Of that. I realized there were sitcom dads before him, but there's a specific vibe with this type of dad where it's like a bunch of kids. It's more than just one or two kids.
Right.
And it's like a big family. Most of the show is filmed in the house. Yep. It's like that's a very specific type of family sitcom. And I think, obviously, Family Matters falls into that. Full House falls into that.
The dad is smart, but not necessarily...
The dad is smart, but doesn't know everything. Yep. Yeah, definitely the dad is smart in all of those shows. And the dad... I would say the dad almost always has to have an interesting job. Yeah. Architect could be an interesting job. Danny started as a sportscaster, and then had his own talk show. That's an interesting job. being a cop in Chicago's an interesting job.
Sure,
It's like those are all like I feel like the dad in a sitcom's gotta have some sort of interesting job for longevity. I feel like for making it interesting. I feel like there have been sitcoms where the dad has had a not interesting job,
Right.
but I don't know that
But they don't really
they've
talk
really that they've really stuck around. I mean,
growing pains.
the Growing Pains dad.
He-
Ooh,
he-
yeah,
he-
maybe he's
he-
not the main character.
He was the psychiatrist.
Was he?
Yeah. Yeah, because
The
his
Growing Pains dad?
yeah his clients would come and have sessions in the house, but they never focused on that.
You're right. He was. You know what? Alan Thicke. He goes on the Mount Rushmore. You know what he does? Because I was thinking in my head, I was thinking he wasn't the main character, but he was. Like him and the family. It was definitely an ensemble cast.
Yes.
I'm
Yep.
thinking James Cameron. What's his first name?
Kirk Cameron.
Kirk Cameron. I'm thinking of him as more. But the later seasons. He was more of a main character.
After he became a heartthrob.
Yes,
And-
I think they focused on him a lot more in the later seasons, but definitely the Alan Thicke was. Yeah, Alan Thicke definitely goes in that sitcom dad.
Yeah.
because he is. That's like him. Like everything he's in, he's a sitcom dad.
Yes.
like he can't not be that guy. Whereas Reginald Val Johnson, I don't think necessarily everything he's in, he's a sitcom dad, because I mean he's in Die Hard. He's a you know.
He basically plays Carl.
He's Carl, but he's a cop. So it's like you don't think of him as a sitcom dad in Die Hard. So yeah, you know what? Alan Thicke definitely goes on that. The Mount. Let's see. So top 4, Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Maybe Brady goes on there.
Maybe Brady. Well,
Maybe Brady. Definitely
Danny Tanner.
and Carl Winslow.
Carl Winslow.
So definitely Danny Tanner, Carl Winslow, and maybe what's his character's name? Alan Thicke's character's name.
It's Dr. Seaver. So it was
the Seavers, right?
the
Yeah,
Seavers.
okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe maybe Brady. Yeah, he could go on there. Maybe that's the top 4. I mean, I'm sure there are people out there that listen. Write in.
Yeah.
Email us at todayispodcast@gmail.com. Todayispodcast@gmail.com. Let us know who you think goes on the Mount Rushmore of sitcom dads.
Now, one, just to be slightly different than the dad. One person that stands out. It's not necessarily. It was Uncle Jesse, not from Full House, from Dukes of Hazzard. He's not a sitcom.
Oh.
No, we're not doing sitcom dads. But I'm saying like Dukes of Hazzard, loved it. That was my favorite TV show.
Oh, really?
As a kid,
I did not know that.
Dukes of Hazzard. loved it.
I can honestly say I don't think I've ever watched an episode of Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh man.
I don't think I have.
So Dukes of Hazzard.
I have seen a lot of them on road trips in Florida, driving from one town to another. I've seen a lot of episodes of Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, absolutely. Dukes of Hazzard and the Muppet Show. Those were the two
Muppet
shows.
Show was definitely yeah. The Muppet Show was an everyday thing in the summer because they'd show it every morning.
Yeah.
On I don't know, probably Disney Channel or something. And we'd watch it every day. They'd usually they did that thing where they'd show like 2 episodes in a row of reruns of shows,
Right.
in the morning time, and it was Muppet Show was a good 5-year chunk there. I'd watch probably 2 episodes of Muppet Show a day.
That's more than I watched.
I think I've seen every episode of the Muppet Show.
I would guarantee you have if you've watched 5 episodes.
I'm pretty sure.
a day.
And Muppet
Yeah.
Babies too. It
Oh,
was
Muppet
Muppet
Babies.
Babies. Great show. Muppet Babies. By the way, one of my favorite episodes of the Muppet Show is the Steve Martin episode. Have you seen that one?
I know I have.
I'll tell you how
been years.
how it's unique, and you know, you might remember this, you might not, but the Muppet Show had this. They did I can't remember the premise. It was like today was the day they were going to do maintenance. And so the show had been canceled that day because they were going to do maintenance or rehearsal or something. Like, okay, today's a maintenance day. But Steve Martin had shown up anyway,
Right.
not knowing it was a maintenance day. So there was no audience. There was nobody in the audience, and he just was trying to do bits in between the Muppets, trying to get things ready and stuff like that. And it just seemed like a very Steve Martin thing to do. Very wants to be different, off the wall kind of thing.
It's ringing a bell. I'm going to have to go back and watch it because I've been trying to go back to watch things that I enjoyed as a kid.
Yeah.
And
I gotta see if I gotta see if I can introduce Muppet Show to my kids.
Yeah.
See if they like that. I don't know though.
The Muppet Babies. Oh,
Muppet Babies were great. I love the Muppet Babies.
That was it. I don't love when things like, hey, everyone's got to do like the young kid thing, but that was the brilliance, and so many good cartoons came out of it.
Yes, yeah. That Muppet Babies era was good. Was a good kid show era.
And I think that a pup named Scooby Doo, which is a direct result of that,
yeah, that's right.
might be the best
Yeah.
cartoon out there. I love that cartoon.
Yeah, there were some good cartoons that came out of that genre of the like rewind genre of like, let's show them when they were babies kind of thing.
Now like this is like family viewing nights. Like so you guys watch TGI Fridays, you watched Muppets, what else you guys watch?
NCIS? No, I'm just kidding. No, we so that our big show as a family, I would say, and I should have quizzed my family on this. If I were to say what was our show, like what was the family show that we never missed, people would probably say Full House. I think my brother and sisters would agree that Full House was our show. And then Family Matters definitely was up there. Oh, Fresh Prince. Uncle Phil might be up there for sitcom dads.
Oh, he is a great sitcom dad.
He's a great sitcom dad. Yeah, I don't know. Uncle Phil might go up there on Mount Rushmore. Also, same interesting job, that kind of thing.
A judge.
A judge is an interesting job.
Yeah,
there's an argument to be made for that.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to give it a definitive.
I don't know. He's definitely up there. Uncle Phil definitely goes. Uncle Phil's definitely in the consideration for Mount Rushmore of sitcom dads.
Yes.
But I would say, Family Matters. Now, Boy Meets World was another one.
That is I liked it. That is one of my wife's all-time favorite shows.
Boy Meets World.
Yes, and she is so thrilled that Topanga is on.
Yeah, she's on Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
I almost watched it just for I almost watched it for two reasons, because I'm a huge fan of Danielle Fishel. I think she did great. Like, I don't know. You might be a little too old, but first TV crush.
Oh, she
was Topanga. Of so many,
very, very beautiful lady.
So many boys, first TV crush was Topanga.
Yes,
I would say. I know all of my friends of my age group, first TV crush was Topanga on Boy Meets World, and the chemistry with Topanga and Corey, it just really developed well over the years.
Yes.
And I think they're still very good friends, which is great. I think that I loved that show. That was a great show. That was one of our favorites. But I almost started watching Dancing with the Stars because of her, and because I wanted to see Corey. Who else?
Yeah,
The guy who's
Feldman.
Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that train wreck. I wanted to see what was going to happen with Corey Feldman and how Michael Jackson-y he was going to be.
I saw him in the background. I've only seen like a minute or two. I saw Andy Richter dance because I'm a huge.
I forgot Andy Richter. Yeah,
I'm a huge.
You know what? Honestly,
Andy
that sounds like a pretty entertaining lineup this year.
Yes, yeah.
Was the Andy Richter, Danielle Fishel, and Corey Feldman alone? Those three almost got me to watch the show. But TV is of the devil and it rots your brain, so I don't
Yeah,
watch TV.
yeah,
I don't have time to get into a reality competition show.
Nor do I, but I will gladly let my wife do it and film
So
it.
those are the shows we watched as kids with my family. What are some shows you watch now with your kids?
Oh,
Or what are some shows that you have watched with your kids?
I think like the best show that I've watched with my family, and it's the one that we've gravitated towards. It is a competition show. Lego Masters. Lego Masters is phenomenal.
Right. Okay.
We like Lego. We like building. I'm more of a free kind of builder. My family loves like doing the sets, but we can get it, watch it. Just it's fun to see what they do. We've gone to like some of the Lego conventions here in town and met some of the people. That's a great show.
All right, that's cool. I didn't know that. Maybe we should check it out.
Yeah,
I think I watched like first season maybe of Lego Masters. Is it still what's his name hosting?
Yes, it is Will Arnett.
Will Arnett, still
Yes.
a Will Arnett. Okay, well that's cool. I might have to check it out. I would say for us, like Phineas and Ferb was a big one.
Oh, Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb is one of those. I would say there's probably two shows that our entire family has watched every episode of.
Okay.
And I would say Phineas and Ferb is definitely one of those. And then I think another one would be Gravity Falls.
Oh,
Did you ever watch that?
I have not. My other people. I know I've seen an episode here and there. It's decent. I've loved it, but I haven't sat down to watch it.
Yeah, definitely. I would say those are some definitely in the top. Those might be top two of shows we watched as a family. You know what? I don't think there's like a sitcom that we watched together though. That's so funny because when I was a kid, that's all we watched as a family was family sitcoms.
Right.
But I can't think of a family sitcom. I mean, there's Henry Danger we watched, but that's also a show that we just kind of let the kids watch and then we happen to watch too.
Yeah, ditto.
Because it was on. SpongeBob too. It's just one of those shows that's on, and so we've seen a lot of it.
Gumball, if you've watched that at all.
We've watched that some. My wife doesn't like Gumball. It's too weird. She thinks it's too weird.
Yeah, it is. My wife hasn't watched as much of it. I've watched it a lot with my son, and we laugh.
I've watched it a lot with my son too, with my kids. They do like Gumball, but
yeah, I can't think of a.
I can't think of like a sitcom.
There's a couple shows that I've watched. Me and my wife have really enjoyed, and my son's like, "Hey, I'll kind of like watch it with you," but he doesn't really care as much. Like I think Ghosts is one.
Oh yeah, Ghosts is awesome.
Yeah.
Ghosts is a good show. We there are some game shows we like watching. The kids like The kids actually like Jeopardy. We will watch. Now we've only ever watched Celebrity Jeopardy,
Right.
which those are a little funnier and a little more entertaining.
It actually just coming back out The Floor.
Yeah, The Floor is a good show. We've watched that one, but the Jeopardy is one of those shows that like me and Miriam will start watching it when the kids are still awake, and then they'll end up watching it too. They're like, "Oh, this is interesting." Another one is what's it called? 99. Wait, what's it called?
Oh, the 1%.
The 1%.
Yes.
With Patton Oswalt.
It's
and
actually
it's not Patton Oswalt anymore. But
yeah, Joel McHale.
It's Joel McHale now. But when it was Patton Oswalt, I think we watched every episode when it was Patton Oswalt, and the boys liked it, and they got interested because it's Ratatouille. They noticed that it was Ratatouille, and they're like, "Oh, what's this show with Ratatouille?" And then we watched it, and they all liked it, and they all participated, and got the app on their phone to play along and stuff like that. It's a fun show, and he's hilarious in it. Like, the show would not be as good of a show if the host weren't funny.
Right.
Like, it would be a boring show if the host wasn't funny.
Be terrible.
Which Joel McHale makes sense as a host because I can see that working out.
I'd forgotten about this because I didn't really care, but we did sit down and watch as a family the beginning episodes of this the last season of Worst Cooks in America.
Oh yeah.
Because one of my wife's friends from high school was one of the people on it.
Oh,
like
okay.
not somebody she's like knew really well, but somebody she's remained Facebook friends with, like has chatted with on occasion. So we're like, oh hey, let's root for her. And then she was off on like third episode, so I quit. So I'm like, I don't really care that much, but.
I saw actually somebody I know was on the floor.
Really?
Yeah. You may have met him. He's a comic based. He's from Florida.
One of the like 20 or 30 stand-up comics from Florida on that show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And he was. I only watched the first 2 seasons of The Floor, and I think he was on season 2. I want to say. Lost 1 game, and that was it. He was only in the one.
Yeah.
The one. Only had the 1 match. Eugene Torres. I don't know if you never met him.
I think I have.
Yeah, he's been around for a while. He's from Florida. I want to say Orlando area. I'm not sure exactly.
As a matter of fact, I think I worked with him.
You might have. He's been around a while.
Yeah.
He's been around a while. But anyway,
Okay.
He was on an episode of The Floor, and yeah, only got 1 game in before he was eliminated. And I thought I saw somebody else too, but I can't remember. I thought there was somebody else I saw. Anyway,
I'm so rude, but I've got to look now. Eugene
do you
Torres.
recognize him?
I do, but it's not the guy
Yeah, not the guy you were thinking of.
was thinking of. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, I think that's pretty good. We had a pretty good episode.
Yeah. We've had a very. It's been a weird episd, but a good episode.
It's been a good episode.
Some technical difficulties. I blame me, as we all should.
We all should.
Yeah.
All right. So listen. Tonight. I'm going to post this episode in the morning. Tonight, please come to Really Good Beer Stop. Wes Johnson is headlining the show. Please buy tickets. ComedySuperFriends.com. ComedySuperFriends.com. I'll put the link in the description. ComedySuperFriends.com. You can go to buy tickets there. Please come. If you're listening to this podcast and you would like to come to the show, I will give you a buy one get one free. You buy one get one free tickets on tonight's show. If you buy a ticket and you tell me, I'm working the door, so just come tell me I listened to the show. Here's my get one free. So buy a ticket online and then come and bring 1 person with you for free if you're listening to the show right now. If you're listening to the show and it's Saturday the 4th or later, then you're out of luck. You should have listened to it when it was released.
Absolutely. Who's at Really Good Beer Stop with you?
So Wes Johnson, Brian Ziola, and Mike Freed are on the show. It's going to be a great show. Please come to the show. Please buy a ticket, and then please let me know that you heard about the show from the podcast, and your ticket is worth 2 tickets. Your ticket will be worth 2 tickets.
Frankly, with that lineup, you should charge them double. But this is
it's
really
a great
good
lineup. Wes Johnson, phenomenal comic. He's been on the show.
Yeah.
Regular guest of the show, Wes Johnson. Please come to the show. Other than that, you got any shows you want to promote?
I am going to be in the Villages Got Talent. I'm going to be at the Savannah Comic Battle.
Are you doing the comic battle again in November?
I'm doing it again this year, and I've got 1 or 2 other things coming up here that private gigs. So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening. Today is whatever we say it is, and you're here for it. See you tomorrow.
Have a good one.